Hey guys, so I always get asked a lot of questions about pets. So I wanted to take a minute and kind of explain the pet process, how you would go about renting a place if you have a pet or if you're thinking about getting one, and just kind of cover all the questions that I always get asked about pets. So the first question I always get asked is, do you guys allow pets? And the answer is maybe, kind of, it depends. So each owner comes to us and says, will you manage my property? And we have a conversation with them about pets. And sometimes the owner will say, yes, I definitely want to allow pets. Sometimes the owner will say no. Sometimes the owner is kind of on the fence. So a lot of times we will consider pets, and it's really up to the owner to make the decision on the pet. So if you have an application and you want to apply for a unit and you have a pet, you need to list that on the application that you have a pet. And then there's two more things you'll need to do as well. You'll need to go to our website, renteclipse.com/pets, and you'll need to fill out a form and a pet profile. So the first thing is the form. It's a PDF. You can download it or you can get one at our office. It's pretty basic, but it talks about some of the key points about having a pet, how you can't have a pet that you can breed, and that you're going to be responsible for the damages. It can't be a nuisance to others, that kind of thing. It also usually talks about how the rent is going to increase. Usually it's about $50 per pet, and the deposit is also going to go up, usually about $100 per pet. That can fluctuate depending on the owner, but it's usually that's the minimum. Sometimes it's more depending on the owner and the property. And then the other thing is the pet profile. Now this is done through a third-party company called Pet Screening. You'll need to do it through our website. We have a link where you click that link and it will go to Pet Screening's website. You'll basically create what we call a pet profile. And so you will enter all of the information about the pet. You'll upload a photo. You will put their vaccine records. You'll answer a bunch of questions about the pet. And then this pet screening company is going to check the national databases for pets, see if there's been any, reports of your pet, hurting someone, if it's been aggressive. They're going to check your vet records to make sure that it's all legit. They're going to look at your questions, the size, age, weight of the dog, all those things. And there's usually a fee for that. I believe it's about $20 that you pay to the third-party screening company. Then they put together this profile and rank your animal and determine we think it's a good pet or not. And then they send that to us. So we take that pet profile and the form that you filled out, and we put those together with your application and send that to the owners to make a decision if they want to allow your pet. So, maybe you've got a really small little dog and it's, probably fine. Or maybe you've got 13 Rottweilers and the owner says no. That's something that's really the owner's decision. I have no control over. So you do those two things, submit the pet profile and the form with your application, and we come up with an answer. And let's just say the owner says, yes, we're good to go. So then usually the rent would go up $50. The deposit would go up $100. And then we're also going to do pet inspections. And we're going to base how often we do those inspections dependent on how that pet screening came back. So if the pet screening came back and they said, this is an amazing animal, I think it's going to be a great tenant, then we're going to do the least amount of inspections, which is one per year. And the cost of the inspections is $120, and we do that once a year if that's where you rank. But we spread that payment out, so it's actually only $10 a month instead of having to pay $120 all at once. It makes it easier to budget. And then if you're ranked lower, then we'll do more inspections per year. So it's either 1, 2, 3, or 4 inspections per year, depending on how the pet is ranked in the pet screening profile. And then that fee could be either $10, $20, $30, or $40 a month, depending on how many inspections we're going to do. So I hope that answers most of your questions. We love renting to pets, and we try to get the tenants who have the best ones. And hopefully you take good care of your pet and they take good care of the apartment or the house or the condo or whatever it is that you're going to be renting. If you have more questions, definitely shoot me an email. Our email address is info@renteclipse.com, or come by our office or give us a call. Our phone number is 719-581-RENT. Thank you.